how has Winona County approached the CAFO situation, and how were large projects deterred from moving into sensitive areas of the county by the ordinance? Some 20 years ago, Winona County, it was shortly after the generic environmental impact statement for feedlots was published in 2005, I believe. An appendix in that report reported that Winona was among a handful of counties that the animal density already exceeded the land capacity to utilize the manure. And we had more animals creating more manure than we had land available to use it as a fertilizer. The county board at that time saw that as a big risk, and they placed a cap on the size of feedlots in Winona County. And the cap is 1,500 animal units. A couple of farms already exceeded that limit. So they were grandfathered in. They're complying or non-complying, but grandfathered in. But no new feedlots over 1,500 animal units are allowed. And even at that, we see fish kills every other year. We see widespread groundwater contamination from those feedlots that are out there. And we have to assess what the issues are. Oftentimes, the smaller operators, those in the 300 to 700 animal unit, don't have appropriate manure storage. So they're forced to spread their manure all year during risky times of the year when the runoff might be excessive or the infiltration is affecting the recharge areas. So we don't have strictly effective means other than that 1,500 animal unit cap. But at the same time, all feedlots aren't immune to those concerns. A hog feedlot across the road from my house, less than a half a mile away, was proposing an expansion up to their 1,500 animal unit cap a number of years ago. And I presented them with the maps. I decided I was just going to call them and say, would you protect our groundwater? And I presented them with the maps of the limitations for manure application overlaid on the maps of the fields where they were going to spread their manure. About a third of the land was not suitable. It had high risk and high limitations due to steep slopes, proximity to streams, drainage ways, wetlands, a variety of factors. A third was not suitable. And to my surprise, the farm said, we can do that. Let us work out the maps. We can program our manure application to avoid those areas. And for 5 years, that is how they've operated their manure application. So they took it at heart. And my discussions with them is they didn't know that we were that concerned about our groundwater. So it takes a village to have safe drinking water, and everybody working on the fact that water is connected to everything. Even their facilities cannot be sustained if they don't have clean drinking water.